And now it's with a great deal of pleasure that I welcome back my co-presenter, Jamie Wilcox, who has her big rules for celiac disease. Jamie, welcome.
Thank you very much.
The rules.
The rules? Okay. First, I just want to preface that with a little explanation of how celiac disease is diagnosed or thought of in terms of oriental medicine. Naturally, as we know, it involves the bowel, and that is the large and the small intestine. In terms of oriental medicine, though, the spleen is the organ within the body that actually supplies the large and small intestine with their energy. So if we backtrack a little bit, it's all about the spleen. So as you mentioned, I do have what I call the big 3 rules for spleen restoration or tonification. Now, the first one is nothing raw. That means no raw fruit, no raw vegetables, no fruit juices as such. Everything has to be cooked. It can be cooked and then had at room temperature, but the process of cooking the food actually breaks it down a little bit, which makes it easier for the spleen to do its job. The second one is nothing cold, so no cold food. The third big one's no dairy. I know that, that's going to disappoint a few people. However, a weak spleen is struggling to digest just normal food, and dairy food has quite a heavy effect on the system, so it weighs it down just that little bit more. So it's important to avoid yogurt and the like. Yogurt's another big double whammy, being dairy and also cold. Same can be said for ice cream.
The causes of celiac disease.
An interesting one is long-standing emotions and the bottling up of those emotions, whether it be anger, frustration, resentment, bitterness, even disappointment. Another one is irregular dietary habits and the style of eating. If we're eating at irregular times and grabbing food on the run, that naturally has a rushed effect, so the body can't ingest or extract the specific nutrients it needs. A couple of other interesting factors is the prolonged use of antibiotics. That can have quite a detrimental effect on both splenic energy but also the function and effective function of the bowel. Another factor that comes into play is pollution, both food pollution and air pollution. So wherever possible, it's always recommended that people eat clean food that's in season. By that, if you can go organic wherever possible. If not, just try and be a little more selective in the food that you pick off the shelf.